We will make goulash levesh. So goulash you can make thick, like almost like stew goulash, but generally we make the soup.
It's a soup
in Hungary,
right?
And in that region, which one make this soupy more late, okay, more juice.
More juicy.
So what I did, soup. This is goulash soup.
Yep.
What I did, I sautéed a good medium, almost a large onion, and now I will put two teaspoon paprika. Okay. And just stir it. So when I sauteed, now we take it off from the heat, right? And a little bit cool. And now here I have about 600 grams, a little bit more than a pound, almost 1.5 pounds, cut up, cubed stew meat, beef.
Stewing beef.
Yeah. So when you buy that beef stew or the stew beef fat, meated, they usually have big chunks, and I usually cut it up in smaller pieces, see, for the soup, like bite-sized pieces. And you can buy other piece of good beef, like sirloin or ribeye or something, and just cubes it out like that.
Cubes it up, and that's raw. It's not been pre-cooked or anything.
Meat, okay. Yeah. So now you stir it with the
sautéed onion,
and then I put a half or a small whole cut up tomato and about a half slice up pepper. You can have yellow, red or green pepper to it. And again stir up a little bit. And then I put 1 teaspoon salt, but 1 teaspoon it doesn't go in there, so I will use 2/4.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is.
That will be enough. Yeah. Okay.
We don't make it too salty.
So
2. Okay, what was that? Yeah, that was a half. So then we put 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoon paprika.
Okay.
Okay, we mix it up. Now we put back onto the heat about on 3 or 4. We can put it on 4.
Okay.
And a little bit we'll brown the meat first, and then we will put the water into it. And then what we do with the water, we will put it to a boil, and then put it low the heat and simmer it for about an hour and a half. Just the meat and the pepper, paprika and tomato mix.
Yes.
And until you cut up carrots and celery, and then about an hour and a half, you taste the meat is almost ready, then you put in the carrots for another half an hour, 40 minutes, and then the soup is ready. And then you put the carrots in, you can put the cut up, sliced up celery.
Yeah.
And sometimes we put that white stuff, parsnip into it.
Oh yes,
in
yes.
Hungary we put sliced up parsnip, sliced up carrots, but here we just, I used to put it, but right now we put the celery.
Yeah.
And then you put about a 1/4 teaspoon ground pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of grind up or powdered caraway seed for taste. And after about 20 minutes you cook the carrot slices, then you put in cubed potatoes and cook it about another 15-20 minutes, and then it's scarce. Yes, but then we will do that after.
We'll show that.
So what we will do now, we just brown it a little
brown the meat, okay.
Just to keep the good flavor in it.
Yes, so you sear the beef, I guess.
Kind of sear. And we can put it on 5 to go a little faster. And we'll see how much water we put it in. I would say maybe 8 cups, or we'll see how much.
I see.
And then we used to put dumplings in the goulash levesh too, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we didn't make it for a long time, so yeah. When
make some dumplings after.
When you put in the potato, you just mix up the dumplings, which one is 1 egg, about 8 teaspoon flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and some water. We will see how much water we need, maybe a quarter of a cup water.
Well, you know, I remember we made dumplings once with the carlabe soup.
Yeah.
So
Same
dumpling. Okay. Good. Okay, so then we'll come back in a little bit after the meat is seared.
Until,
we want to wait a bit? Okay.
yeah, what we do is, well, I will put it in higher, 6.
6 even, eh? So, okay.
Right now, just so faster. But then you have to cover it. You don't have to brown it too much or sear it too much, you know, just a little. You see
just a little bit, just to lock in a flavor, so it's not completely raw when you put the water in, hey?
Yeah, because otherwise the flavor goes all into the water and you can see. You can see the meat start to get a little whitish or kind of. See, start to get a little whitish. Seared.
Seared, okay.
See?
Hold one up on you.
You can either put them low until I go for water or don't burn it.
Okay.
You see the meat already a little bit lighter color.
Also gets lighter in color.
Yeah, it's kind of whitish almost.
Really? All white colored? Yeah, I'm looking close at it. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise it's kind of darker red before.
Yeah. Okay, now this is 2 cups. Cold water.
Cold water.
It will be 4 cups.
4 cups of goulash.
4 cups. And that will be 6 cups, see? And I will put 2 more, so it will be 8 cups.
So you thought 8 and it is 8, okay.
Because what's happening when we cook, some will vaporize, plus the potato and and the dumpling will absorb some, so it will be not as watery right now. It will be thick from the potato and from the dumpling, see? So that was 8 cups water, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 cups.
So now we just will put it on high, start to boil, put it on 8 or 9, and when it boils, then we will put it down to between 2 and 3 and cover, and cook it for about an hour, hour and a half, mostly hour and a half. The beef cooks very long time,
takes a while.
And softly one. And then after we'll see again what we will do.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks, Andy.
Okay, now the meat was cooking about for an hour and a half. It's almost nice and soft. So now we put it on for 5 because it was simmering nicely on 2. But now we will put the other ingredients in it, so we just put it on higher so it still keep a little bit
keep its heat.
Heating.
Now you mentioned that you had added an extra cup of water as well?
Yeah, I added an extra cup of water because I find, you know, that if we put all the potato, mega carrots and dumpling, plus amíg főzi, it was up to here, and it vaporized even if it was closed.
Oh, I see.
It was lid on, but when I am stirring it, meg openolgatom, so see, ennyi elment, it was about that much, but that, okay, so then it's nice, 9 cups of water. Okay, what we do now, I will put 2 cups of carrots.
2 cups of carrots.
2 cups of carrots, we like lots of carrots, sliced up. Then a half cup of sliced celery, this one is frozen. Okay. But that's alright, you can put frozen or fresh. You can put for higher so it will keep cooking. And
So you just stir it around a bit there?
Stir around a little bit, and I think so we can wait a potato for another 10 minutes. Because if you put the potato into it, then it will potato faster cook than the carrots. So we will cook the carrots and the celery for about 10 minutes, nice and slow simmer. Yeah. And then we will put the potatoes for another 10 minutes. And then we will make the dumplings and then do the dumplings too.
Okay.
And then until this one cooks, we can make the palacsinta.
Yes, sure.
And because that one will set for another half an hour.
Let that batter set for a
Batter
while.
set half
Okay.
an hour. Okay.
Then we'll do that then.
So when it's nicely start to boil, then we will put back on two cover and simmer for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so we will make the palacsinta batter. I have here one egg and 14 tablespoons like this, nice and hippie.
Sure.
Hips. 14 tablespoons of flour.
Flour.
And
Okay.
I will add to it 1¾ cups of milk. You can put a whole cup if you want. Then you put less soda water.
Oh, soda water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And stir it just a little bit. And then we will start with 1 cup of soda water.
Wow. What happens if you just use normal water?
The soda water, you need the bubbles. I don't know, that's how we make it, and that's how it comes out. You don't do it with water. Okay, so that will be about 1 cup. Okay, and I will put a cup soda water. See, it's nicely bubbling.
Sure,
see?
that's
Look
nice.
at that nice. And then with a spoon first mix it, because if you mix, you can mix with the mixer the flour right away because it will
Splatter.
over.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, now you see you need much more soda water because the batter must be nice and liquidy, nice and thin. But first you can put more because it will be a kicsit lumpy. You know, you just mix it up with this. And now we make lots of palacsinta. You know, if you make the less, you just divide.
Okay.
Half the ingredients, everything. Okay, now I will put another 1 cup of soda water. You can make it half water and milk too.
Oh, yeah.
You will see how much we use, and you can use half. But I like it with soda water, is good. Okay, that will be another 1 cup, but I will not balance all. Because we'll wait, ne legyen too
Don't want it too diluted, no.
Yeah, I guess we can balance all.
Okay.
So that was 3/4 of milk, 3/4 cup milk, and so far 2 cups of soda water.
Okay, soda water.
And maybe it will be enough, we'll see. Okay, now when we mix up a little bit, well, what I do, I will bring some butter. I have here melted butter.
Oh, I see what you did.
And I will put about a tablespoon melted butter, and we will bake it on this one, right? Butter.
Oh, you'll fry it on that one anyway. Oh, I see, that's smart.
So I put the butter in it, then it will not stick to the pan, but we use butter when we are baking anyways. But if it's in the butter, the butter
in the batter, yeah.
Then it will not stick for sure. Now see the consistency is not too thick, it's not too thin. And the butter is enough because it's a little bit still lumpy, but now we will use the
mixer. Okay.
Okay.
Scoop that off. And there was some flour on that
no, what
spoon.
we do, pardon?
There was some flour on that stirring spoon. Did you want to?
Well, that's alright. I put a little dash of salt, just a little, and about maybe 2 tablespoons sugar. So the butter will be nice.
Sweet, yeah.
See, 1 and not too whipping food, just normal 2.
Okay.
And if you want, you can put lemon zest in it. We like sometimes a little bit you want zest in it? Not today.
Doesn't matter, one way or the other.
Yeah, so you can put the lemon zest.
You can put some lemon zest. And how much would you put in there if you did put lemon zest in?
Just about half lemon zest, you know, just. Okay, so
Just
what we do
zest,
now,
okay.
we will just mix it.
And what do you mean by half a lemon zest? Like a whole half lemon?
Well, a whole lemon you start to grate and go around,
So
and
the whole
approximately a half of it.
of the lemon, I
Of
see.
the whole lemon, like
Yes.
about a half skin yet.
Skinned. Okay, that makes sense.
About.
Well, that's quite a
Or a
bit.
quarter, not much.
Oh, okay.
It depends how strong you like. You know, you don't really need a whole half, just maybe a quarter of the lemon
of the
zest.
lemon zest.
Just for that flavor.
Okay.
Looks like this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and smooth. Okay. I guess I'll just put it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll show you how it will look. And then we use this and we make the palachinta. So
see.
it's nice and smooth.
Sure, it's very.
Yeah, you see? And this is a little bit thinner than the pancake butter.
Yes, sure.
Not too much, but a little thinner. And the thing is, when it will stand, it will thicken up. So maybe I can even put another quarter of soda butter for now, because
It will thicken.
it's already good as it is, but it will thicken. So why don't we put just maybe a quarter more?
Okay.
So I never used to measure that, so I know this is exactly a quarter,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just mix it up with this. You don't have to do it with the mixer. And when you make the palachinta, you always stir from the bottom when you pour. And we pour about that much, you know, not a full, total full,
Not a
but about that
full
much. We will see,
okay.
I'll tell you. So now we mix it up again nicely,
Mm-hmm.
and see it is still nice.
That's pretty good.
A little bit
Very nice.
thinner.
Yes.
But now if it's standing for a half an hour, it will go back to that consistency what was before I put this next.
I see.
Last one quarter.
And it doesn't lose its bubbles by then in a whole half hour?
No,
Bubbles don't go out of it?
good enough.
Okay.
Okay, so this one will stand about a half an hour until we finish up the soup.
Okay, then we'll
Or
come
it
back.
can stand an hour, doesn't really matter, but a half an hour at least.
Okay. Thanks, Anu.
Okay.
We're going to do the potatoes now, but while we were waiting for the soup to sort of simmer there, you put the potatoes back into some water, because you said that if you leave them out exposed to air, then they go
when you cube the potato and until you put into the soup, you keep it
underwater.
in water.
In water.
Like that was water in it, I just poured it out because then it will stay nice and white.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise the potato will discolor.
Okay.
Okay, so this is again 2 cups of potato.
Potatoes, yeah.
We will put it in.
Oh, look at that. You can see the carrots
Yeah.
floating in the celery.
See? And now we can put about, let's wait, I will bring the measuring spoons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will put about a quarter of a spoonful, that's about a quarter, it is exactly, a little bit,
Is that pepper? Black pepper?
that's caraway seed, but I crushed it a little bit.
Oh, so they're not the whole seeds.
Yeah, you can put whole seeds too because it will balance your flavor, but I crushed a little bit with the calapash anyway.
Yeah, because I've never noticed it in this before this soup, so that's why you must always sort of, with a hammer, you say with a hammer you...
With the hammer, but you have those little mills, you can use them, those spice mills.
Pepper mills, yes.
Pepper mills, and you can have one for that. And then I will put a quarter of ground pepper also.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah.
So, for spice. And then just mix it together.
It smells really nice.
Smells good, yeah. From that caraway seed. Okay, now you bring this to a boil.
Okay,
and,
so you probably turn it up high again, yeah.
And simmer it for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And you can leave it open if you want, or you can cover it. It's kind of full, so if I put the top on it, then all the nice red color will go into that top of the pot, but I guess we have to do. So again, if I make that much, I can make it in the
big pot.
in the big pot anyways.
Corn pot, yeah.
Corn pot. But yeah, we can just leave it here until for about a good 10 minutes until we can make the dumplings.
Okay, we'll make dumplings now.
And
okay, then we'll do that and we'll come back for this.
Yeah,
Thanks.
so we will leave it on 5 or 6 until it starts to boil, and then we put it down for 3 if it's open. Just watch with boiling, stirring as and stir. Simmer as a nice and slow. Sometimes you need 4 or sometimes 3 or between 2 and 3. It depends on the stove.
Yeah.
And the sina is boiling, so we can put down to 3 because if it's open you need higher.
You need higher? Oh, I see. Okay, sounds good.
So, but if you leave open, then it will vaporize. So again,
well, let's close it up then. And
it looks like we have enough lid. That one extra when I put it in, that allows it.
So you don't mind if some evaporates?
Okay. Yeah, we will see.
We'll do the dumplings now.
Okay. For the dumplings here, I have 6 tablespoons, the measuring tablespoon, cup of 6 tablespoons of flour.
Yeah.
And then here I have 1 egg.
Okay.
See, you just put 1 egg. And you can use a little salt. It's just less than a quarter. It's not a quarter, it's just a few little grains of salt, just a dash of salt, you know.
Okay.
And then we have here a quarter cup of water. There we put it on. We see if we need more or that's enough. And then we just will mix it all together.
Just mix it all up, okay.
And the salt you can put less or more, how much you like, but a very little you can put it in because otherwise it will be really tasteless, you know.
I see.
So you just mix it all together.
And you add some milk or water to it?
No, it's just 1 egg, 6 tablespoons flour, and a quarter of water. Up to now we will see if the water is enough or we need more water, because I never measured before. So you have to be careful because it looks dry, but when you mix it, it will be much better. So slow down with the water, you know, rather put more in it after than too much first. And then you would not need it.
Right, so you've added water already and then but no milk or anything. Okay.
Maybe it will be just enough, this quarter. And if it's a little bit lighter, that's no problem, but it looks like that will be enough because we just will mix it up well.
I see.
And then with water, if you use more flour, you can just put always a little bit more, like a teaspoon or tablespoon.
Okay.
So just a little tiny add up.
Just to add into if it's too thick, for example.
A little more if you find it too thick, or if you use more flour, right? So I say that will be good enough.
Okay.
For goulash relish. See, for
really?
If we make for everything, this is good like that. See, but if it's a little bit lighter, more juicier, that's not a big deal, you know. But I will say this is good enough.
Okay.
If it's a little bit, you could say maybe I could put a teaspoon more water, will be much lighter, and when I put it into the soup is much easier, much faster, and maybe a little bit softer.
Yeah.
But I guess this is just perfect.
Yeah, because I notice that sometimes you're right, it's very light in the soup, and sometimes it's a bit thicker and more, has more substance to it. Yeah, I see. So that's the difference.
Okay, so that was 6 tablespoons of flour, 1 egg,
and then that water,
cup water, and a little dash of salt.
Okay, so good, perfect.
About in 10 minutes when the potato soft, then
we'll put those in. Okay, great. We'll pause until.
So now the potato was cooking for about a good 20 minutes rather, and I put 1 more potato in it, so that will be 3 cups instead of 2 cups. That was 3 nice size medium to large potatoes.
I see.
So now we have rather the 3 cups potato or 3 nice size potato instead of 2.
Right.
Because I thought that will be good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, it was not enough. Now what we do is, we will put the dumplings into it. Okay. There. And then make sure then the water, the soup is boiling because dumpling otherwise sticks together.
Yes,
so
yes.
It has to boil.
It's only on 3 right now, the soup, I think.
No, it's on...
Yeah? 4, actually, 4.
Almost on 5.
Almost 5? Okay.
Yeah, because it was open, we didn't cover.
Mm.
So that's why it was. Let's see. Sorry.
Okay, so just like the caroladi soup that we've made before?
The same thing, yeah. And this one is a little bit thicker though, so if you want, you can make it just a little lighter. Because it will go easy into the faster, easy. Oh, that's really good too. Because thicker a dough, harder a dumpling. Lighter a dough, softer a dumpling. So that's a thing. Too soft nem kell, mert akkor szétfől szúzva. But ennél lehet egy kicsit softer if you want, huh? See, nice chop and then a little bit stir it up so it will not stick for sure together.
Okay.
And if you don't find it enough dumpling when you are eating, because it will be bigger, you know, it will
Oh, it plumps up, yeah.
plums up, yeah. But if you find you want more dumpling, then you just add 2 more or 3 more teaspoon flour, and just a little bit more water, and you still can use just 1 egg.
Okay.
You can use 2 eggs if you want, but I find 1 egg is enough.
I see.
Because egg needed because us hold together flour, water. Flour and water, we belerakod szétbe. Okay, see, so it's 4 and between 4 and 5, and now you will cook this for about 5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes?
Until nicely cooks together, because it's small noodle, small dumpling. See, we have a bigger whole dumpling maker.
Oh, I see.
For the pörkölt, like for when we make a
yeah.
we don't use this. This one we just use to the soup because this is small. See.
Small holes, yeah.
And then we have that one looks like this, except holes are right, and then bigger holes. So that's what we use for the pörköltnek or
the chicken
for
pörkölt or something.
Yeah. And you make that in salty water.
Okay.
Okay, now
So
maybe egy kicsit we can put lower because we don't want to boil it out. And if you want to see the palacsinta,
yeah, we can do that then.
what we do is, I already started, so you have to have it high, and we put this on 8 about.
So it's on 8. Yeah. Yeah, there's already a palacsinta made.
And I'm using my old palacsinta pan, which is well seasoned, is old, and that's the better. So what you do is, I will have here butter, and just put a piece butter into it, and put it on. See, it's not hot yet, but we will wait. And I put it on the handle, this one, because otherwise it will not sit
it doesn't
anymore.
sit right anymore.
So I usually used to use the teapot if I don't cook, but now we have the soup.
Yes.
So that much butter I usually put, and we can use the butter here anyways.
Yes, it melting.
But it will melt, yeah. So what we need to is to wait until this will be nice and hot, and it will hot the pan up. It will heat the pan really hot. You can tell when the butter is start to almost bubbles, but make sure you don't burn it.
No, shoot.
And I had it on already, but turned off because so we have to wait. You will see when it's red. And
okay, well maybe we'll pause for a second. We'll come back then.
nice and
Yes,
red,
I can see
and that
that.
you see the butter is kind of bubbly a little bit. So what we do, come over here.
Oh,
I should put over there, but we don't have room for
okay,
this.
that's okay.
And it's too hot the stove. So we put almost a full of this
pancake batter,
here,
yeah.
you see here.
Well, these are like crepes, and they're
Yeah,
French pancakes,
crepes.
basically, yeah.
So when you put it in, you can hear the sizzling because that's hot and already start to fry or bake, cook or whatever. So what you do, you just nicely distribute this whole thing, and then just leave it on for, let's see, we see how many minutes. It's 54 now, and the bottom will be a little bit brownish like this.
So you just keep checking it.
You see this?
So hang on, yeah, we see
This
that
is already
one.
finished. Both sides, well, it's a little bit baked, but about this brownish kind.
Okay.
Yeah, when you will know when it starts, when the edges will loose. See?
Yes.
And kind of crepey, kind of dries out.
Frozen.
Yeah, you will see it's bubbling up a little bit, and you can move around.
You can move it around, yeah.
When you move around, it's almost ready. You have to be careful, but you have to have that a little bit drier, you know. See, it's almost good now. Yeah. And then you can lift up a little bit, move around so it will not burn, but it will bake.
Yeah. And I can tell this other side here is already drying out quite a bit already
on its own. You can see it's a little bit ruffling up. And then you can also check, you know, when you see a little bit beigey spot up in there. And what I do, I put in the middle a very fast movement. I turn over. See, and that's how it is.
That's very
good.
nice, yeah.
And then wait a second, and then you can move again.
Yeah, I see.
And then again, it was about 2 minutes. So
2 minutes.
We will wait about 1.5 to 2 minutes because it will bake faster the other side. And the soup is nicely
boiling over there.
See the noodles. And you can a little bit move around. And you can slowly turn it off. Because when you turn off the small noodles, it will still bake. Okay, now see, it was not even 1 minute. And then the other side is finished. Now we put again a little butter, see? And then put up here. Now the pan is hot, see?
It melted immediately,
You don't leave it on now. The first time when it warms up, you have to warm it up. Now it's already very hot.
Ready to go.
Same thing.
See the burner, look at that.
Again, because the bottom always thicker.
Yeah.
Put it in the middle and then just distribute around a little
So
bit.
you pour the batter into the middle and then distribute.
Into the middle, and then on the stove already you can put it on so it will not cool off.
Oh, I see. That's neat, yeah. Just keep stirring it around, yeah.
And then again, we just put it on the stove so on that handle it will hold straight. I used to have this one over there and put it over here.
Okay.
And
well, maybe for Christmas, Santa Claus will get you a new fry pan. He likes stainless steel fry pan.
Yeah, you can use
that one.
You know, if I wouldn't have the soup here, and I turn the soup off, see? If I wouldn't have the soup here, what I would do, I could use the other pan, the egg shooter, non-stick frying pan, when we used to make eggs. And then I make it in two baths until this one bakes, until I can do the next one. And then when I put the butter here, this is usually finished, so I can make a double and then it's much faster. But yeah, you can use any pan. But if you use the non-stick pan, then we used to make the egg, you just bake it on about between 4 and 5.
Oh, much lower.
Then it's warmed up already. Yeah, 4 and 5 is enough.
Right, and do you need butter for that one?
Oh yeah,
you still need
butter also. Okay, so you can make only first really, and then when it's moving already, then it's almost good. See, and then just wait a little bit to dry out and a little bit brown out. And then again, when you see bubble in the middle, see, then almost you can turn it.
I see.
Yeah, so it has to dry at the edges. You have to move it, and then it bubbling up a little almost at the same time. So now you saw it's already brownish, a little bit beigeish. And I go to the middle.
Oh, you just knew it would happen.
Not always, not always.
Oh yeah, look at that, yeah.
Yeah, see, this is already a little bit more baked. You can make it less baked, you know, just nice, light beige. But you have to bake it, otherwise it stay raw.
Yeah.
But this is baked enough. You could use a little less baking, less cooking. So we will see with the next one. We can, but as good as long as it's not black.
No, that looks fine by me.
Yeah. See, and the other side when you turn is much faster, so you don't make more than about a half minute.
Oh, okay.
Just because you just have to dry out fast because it's
already cooked pretty much
see?
with that one side. Oh, there we go.
Usually I turn this way so you can see, but you don't have to. You just keep forward.
Yeah, I see it there.
Just want to see how. Make sure. See, and then later you don't really have to use that much butter.
Oh, I see, less butter
just
later
a
on.
little because it's already nice. And when you do the butter, you mix all this up because in the bottom.
Oh yeah, you were saying you have to mix it up and then scoop from the very bottom, eh?
And again bring back to the stove so it will stay hot. And then, because if you don't put back and just try to stir like this, around it will not stick on it if it's not hot enough. See, now it's good.
Perfect.
We can put in. Now what we can do, the soup is ready.
Yeah, soup is ready.
So I can take this over here and I show you what I mean. See, I use this.
Just to prop
but
it up,
that doesn't
yes.
really matter. I can put it closer.
Yeah.
Then you can put it on, I guess, whatever.
Okay, just leave it somehow.
But if you are here, you just hold it anyways.
Yeah, you can.
I need to do this if I do two, right? But if I do only one, I can hold it.
Right.
But make sure it's straight. I don't want to adjust the handle because I'm afraid it will break off. So it's old. When
Alright,
it was
Momma,
newer than
well, we'll get some new
nicely.
fry pans, I'm sure, in the future.
Okay,
So that pretty much covers
like
both
that,
things,
see?
and then you come. That's the goulash and the palatine then?
Goulash and
Okay,
palatine.
so let's finish up the palatine.
Usually a palatine is like, this is nice.
Yeah,
like
that's very good.
Now we will move around, see? And then you will see start bubble up a little bit.
Sure, and drying out to the top.
Drying out a little bit, and then you can turn it over, and it's really a half minute, a minute, it depends, you know. And you just let check color. It's kind of brownish a little bit, then you just put into the middle and very fast.
There we go, see? Well, I can't stop filming you maybe because that's ruining your technique at the moment. Oh, look at that one. That one's...
I usually can do it, really.
Well, we'll wrap it up when it comes, so that's
sometimes
both
it
recipes.
Sticks, if it's happening like that, it sticks
That's both
together.
recipes, I imagine.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, wrapping up now.
Yeah.
So we're done?
Wrapping up. So anyway, that's how you do.
Okay, so we got goulash levash, Hungarian goulash, and palatine, French crepes.
And the palatine you can eat with the
jam,
like I like with the apricot jam, you like with strawberry, right?
With the cinnamon sugar,
and you can have walnut, grind up walnut with powdered sugar, and you can have with sour cream.
Cheese. Oh, sour
cream. Not sour cream, cottage cheese
with a little bit of lemon zest.
The cottage cheese, you put a little lemon zest and sugar and vanilla.
Yeah.
And we used to put all the time egg yolkot bele, but we don't use it anymore. We don't eat raw.
No.
But that gives you a really good taste, you know. But without that, it's perfect with sugar or vanilla extract and lemon zest.
Okay.
Mix up together, and it's very, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Momma. We're fading out then. Bye for now.
Bye for now.